Here we are, together, together again, together again, da, 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 together again. What's up? What's up? How are you? It's 9:43 a.m. Friday morning. Allergies, allergies. So, yes, I'm still wearing the shirt from last night. It's green. I wanted to talk about the cannabis industry. Oh my God. Allergies. Cannabis industry is unfortunately turning into the retail industry. How do we stop that? How do we stop that? How do we make the cannabis industry actually check itself? I think that we, as the customers, have the power to dictate how the cannabis industry functions. Let's discuss. Yummy. Cheers. So, my two thoughts on this. Cannabis industry is now currently a bastardized version of what it should be. I'm going to go into greater detail on this coming week. I think I've narrowed down a search for an intern, an assistant, and figure out something. I'm a firm believer in supporting a business when the business makes sense. Let me give you a little idea of what I mean. I have, now you can call me crazy. I've been called worse. So I'm not really offended if you call me crazy. Um, I have not had a Chick-fil-A sandwich in years. I have not eaten at Chick-fil-A in years. I've been out with people. They're like, "Oh, let's stop at Chick-fil-A," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just stop me at the next store. Whatever's next, doesn't matter." Or if I'm at some kind of business function and people want to order food and let's get Chick-fil-A, I just I run to another store. I'll get something else. I can't knowingly give money to somebody who openly hates, openly, out in the open, and says, "I hate this person, I hate that person, I hate." I mean, look at what the CEO. Look at all the shit that came out of the Chick-fil-A guy. He doesn't want gay people working for him. He has openly said things negatively about black people. God knows what else has come out of this guy's mouth. I don't care if it's a good sandwich. I don't care. I very easily, for the last few years, I won't buy a fucking thing from Chick-fil-A. How do you give money to somebody that you know is evil? You know they're evil. He came right out and opened his mouth. He opened his mouth. He said it. I'm not going to go deep into analyzing Chick-fil-A and who the owners are, who the CEO is. I'm using it as an example because cannabis industry is brand new, brand new. Except I've been following it for the past 2.5 years. So understand me when I tell you that I know what's going on. I know who the big movers are, who the shakers are, who's working with this one, but at the same time secretly working with this one, but at the same time really working for this one. There's so much money being thrown around. So much money being thrown around. So here's the thing. It's been a while. It's I'd say a good year or so. But I had a personal experience with one of these corporate companies and corporate cannabis companies. So hang on. Bear with me. I just realized I can do this. I forgot how this shit is. Okay. Hence the need of an assistant. Just how my mind works. Oh, fucking funny. So I'm going to talk from personal experience. Okay. So this is me going on the record. I had one of the worst experiences I think you can ever have being on the tail end of realizing you got somebody got you. Okay. Somebody really threw you for one. And you sit there and you sit there and you think about it and your mind plays tricks on you. Did I imagine it? Was it real? And you keep going over it and over it and over it in your mind. I interviewed with Elara Healthcare about a year ago. This was for a uh, dispensary manager position slash sort of area manager position, possibility of, um, managing a few other local brick and mortars. So just along the lines of my work, I've used to do with different companies. I went through it's like 4 interviews, long process, a lot of emails back and forth, long process. And I kept saying to myself, okay, I get it. I get it. Everybody wants to tread carefully. Okay, that's a good sign, right? Everybody's treading carefully. I don't really understand the purpose of all of it, but okay. I'll make a long story short. I've gone through all the steps. They're telling me that they're got it down to, me and another person. Usually when corporate companies tell you that, this is experience with corporate companies. That means that it's you. You're the candidate. They're just throwing tests at you, legitimate tests, just to see how you react, what you do. So I finished all of that. My last conversation was with the director of HR, their head of human resources, like the boss of human resources, director of human resources. Off the top of my head, I don't remember his name. I can put that in here. I can just look up my email. And he says to me, okay, Brian, we want to offer you this position, but here's how this is going to work for us. We're very concerned about the things that you post on your social media regarding all the racial stuff that's going on. Black Lives Matter, for example, and he just kept highlighting stuff like that in his conversation. Just stuff about black people, stuff about Black Lives Matter. I said, okay. He said, would you would you be willing to stop doing that and take your page down? You'll have to sign an NDA. I said, say that again. I wanted to make sure I heard him. Just wanted to make sure I heard him. And he said it again, like word for word. And I said, well, why would I do that? He said, well, as an employee of this company, you are representing us from this day forward. And that goes against company policy. I said, I'm sorry, what? He said, word for word, the same thing. And I said, why? Why would I do that? He said, because it goes against company policy. So they have a company policy to specifically avoid. This is bad for them. When I tell you how angry I got and how quickly I told him what he could do with his job. And then what made it better was someone else I knew at that company left shortly after. We got back in touch, and I found this out later on. And he told me, "Thank God you didn't come aboard. Thank God you didn't come aboard. You have no idea how evil these people are. Like, straight up evil. The shit that they do to their employees. Wow." And I went, "You couldn't tell me this in the first place? You couldn't tell me this in the first place?" I literally turned down 6 figures with the salary and the bonuses. This is why I will never, ever buy another Alera healthcare product ever again. Ever again. What's up, Carolyn? To make matters worse, all the other shit I just happen to know, to just prove in every possible scenario how fucking horrible these people are. And there's many different coats. They're Alera, they're Kind Tree, they are Apothecarium dispensaries. There's one in Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania. Ask people there who were there last year when one of the employees actually contracted COVID, left in the middle of a shift. The manager called and said, "Hey, this just happened. What should we do?" And a phone call went all the way up to the owner. Listen to what I'm saying. And he told everybody on the way down, "Fucker, keep running, keep making money, keep the business going, sell, 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 sell." They kept the business going. They didn't tell anyone that a customer had contact with her, that she had COVID and they should, maybe you should go get tested. Hey, maybe you should quarantine for a little while just in case. And they didn't even close the business. They kept running normal business hours and then had everybody come in early just to clean everything down and open up for business as usual. You're asking how I know? Because I've spoke to so many people who told me the same fucking story. I'll never buy another one of their products. Never support one of their companies. That's a wrap for me. Have a good day, folks.